So hi guys, today we are going to talk about advantages and disadvantages of three formations. So first formation is 4-4-2 formation, then 3-4-3 formation, then 4-3-3 formation. So let's get back into it. So the first thing is in this 4-4-2 formation, we'll be having four defenders, two fullbacks, number 3 and number 2, two center backs, number 5 and number 4, then two winger forwards, more of like wing midfielders, number 7 and number 11, and two traditional center midfielders, 6 and 8, and two forwards, number 10 and number 9. So here's the thing, this formation is an old fashioned formation. This is more of like called stock formation in the sense the basic formation, old formation, easily understandable, so easy to play. So this is one advantage. The second advantage is that this is easily flexible formation in case of midfield. Now see here, when this number 7 and number 11 play more of like midfielders, number 6 can play as a advancing playmaker, and number 8 can drop deep, which actually forms like a diamond like shape in the midfield, which actually helps in more of playing short passes, passing the ball. Then uh, players can progress on the flanks or even forward. They can progress forward. So this is an easily flexible formation in case of midfield. The third advantage is that these front two players, that is the number 10 and number 9 here, can be broken down like more of a center forward and more of like an advancing playmaker or even a secondary striker. So these are the advantages of this formation, 4-4-2 formation. Now moving on to the disadvantages of this formation. Since we have wingers who takes care of the wide areas of the pitch, there are two central midfielders who can easily be outnumbered by the opposition. Now, in case of the opposition, that is the blue team, we are the red team. The blue team is our opposition team. So, in case of blue team, they are having like, let's say, three midfielders, like number 10, number 11, and number 9. So, it is actually very difficult for our midfielders to outnumber them. I mean, physically, our players are outnumbered by the opposition now, so they can easily passes, make short passes between them, and they can easily progress, and they can easily exploit our midfielders. So this is the only disadvantage, which results into another upper hand for 4-3-3 formations, 4-2-3-1 formations, and its variations, to have upper hand, physically outnumbering our midfielders, uh, in case of attacking as well as in case of playing in the midfield. So this is the only disadvantage in this case of formation, 4-4-2 formation. So moving on to the next formation, 3-4-3 formation. Here we have three center backs, number 4, number 3, number 2, and two wing backs on the midfield line. Number 7, number 5 are the two wing backs. Number 7 playing on the left wing, number 5 are playing on the right wing, and two central midfielders, number 8 and number 6. Two winger forwards, left wing number 11, right wing number 10, and a center forward, a striker, number 9. So the advantages of this formation is that the winger backs in the midfield line generate width, so they can easily play on the wide areas of the pitch. Now, if these players play wider on the pitch, our wingers can easily support the striker by going inside. So our wing backs can even progress forward. So they'll be playing like this when they have the ball. When they have the ball. When they have the ball. The attacking scenario in this case of formation, traditionally, it will be like this. So because of these wing backs, now there are two types on how These forwards can be changed strategically. Now, as you can see, the number 10 and number 11 players can either move front while pushing number 9 at the back. So here the number 9 plays as a false forward. In football we call this as false nine. He's more of like just passing, just supporting the two wingers, number 10 and number 11, and making them to score goals. So it's like a deceiving method where the opposition may think that number 9 is going to be the most lethal striker on the team, but it's actually the number 11 and number 10 who actually score goals. So this is like deceiving the opponent strategically. This is and also the second type on how the forwards can be arranged is that they can push the center forward front, and number 11 and number 10 can play as playmakers. So they can easily pass between these three, and they can even pass even result into triangular passes. And on the flanks we have the support of the wing backs, so they can easily cross the ball into the box, and our number 9 can easily score. So this is the advantage, which results into another advantage of this formation. This can be seen as an attacking overload. So we have on the attacking side 5 players. So it is more difficult for the opposition's defenders to defend us when we have the ball, when we are attacking. So the defenders of the opposition will be having a difficult time defending our players because we outnumber them physically. So this is one of the key aspects of this formation. And another advantage of this formation is that we have three defenders at the back. Three defenders in the sense they have more secure play. They will play more securely, and they will also promise more numerical advantage in case of when the opposition has three three forwards. So I mean two forwards, three uh, defenders in our team, and two forwards in opposition team. So the defenders can easily outnumber the opposing players. They can easily press. They can easily win the ball back. So that's it. These are the advantages of this formation, 3-4-3 formation. Now moving on to the disadvantages of this formation. Now the disadvantages here is the wing backs here, the number 7 and number 11 here, has to play more on the offensive side as well as on the defensive side. They have to move front and back and forth. So they require a lot of work rate and stamina. So whenever when they fail to support on the defensive side, I mean when we have the ball and when we are attacking and suddenly we lose the ball to the opposition, and immediately our wing backs, if they fail to come back immediately to the defensive side, then our defense will be more narrowed down. That is, they will be more of like centrally, leaving the wide areas of this pitch. You see here on the flanks, on the wide areas of the pitch, more likely uh, for the opposition to attack. So their wingers have a higher chance of attacking and crossing the ball into the box, which results in dangerous zones and goal scoring opportunities for the opposition. So this is the disadvantage of this formation. And another disadvantage is that there are two midfielders here on our team, so they can easily be outnumbered when the opposition has three midfielders. So they look like more of a triangular passes, and they can progress easily. Our midfielders will be having a difficult time in defending the opposition midfielders. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of this formation, 3-4-3 formation. So now let's discuss about the 4-3-3 formation. In this 4-3-3 formation, we'll be having four defenders, two fullbacks, and two centre backs. The two fullbacks are number three and number two, and two centre backs are number five and number four. Traditionally, the three midfielders will be arranged like an inverted triangle. Like number seven and number six will be playing more of like an advancing midfielders, and number eight who plays deep. And now we have on the front two winger forwards who takes care of the wide areas of the pitch in the forward, and one center forward striker. So the advantages of this formation is that we have three midfielders here. So this actually gives us a numerical advantage when the opposition has either two midfielders. So it is easy for us to progress and even pass the ball shortly. Short passes, triangular passes. So it will be playing with this. When number 8 passes to number 7, number 10 will press number 7. And again, number 7, when he passes to number 8, number 11 may press. And number 8, when he passes to number 6, he can easily now pass to the front, or even he may tell the other player in the midfield to progress and he can even pass it. So easily progressing and passing it shortly, this plays as an advantage, a key role in this formation. So moving on, uh, another thing here is that we have forwards, three forwards, which actually gives us a not like of a numerical advantage in the sense, but in case of defensively we have a numerical advantage in case of high pressing. So I'll tell you about it. I tell you about it. Now, when there are four defenders, okay, when there are four defenders, and when they are in possession of the ball, we can easily press up. Let's say our players are here and the back four for the opposition. It may be back four, back five, back three, whatever it is, but our forwards can easily press higher, a more pressing situation. We have the upper hand in pressing situation in the front. So we can easily press the defenders, so they'll be locked, and we can intercept even the passes, and which actually creates attacking opportunities for our team. So this is a very good advantage in this formation. Now moving on to the disadvantage. The disadvantage in this formation is that when our winger forwards are taking care of the wide areas of the pitch, our center forward will feel isolated. He doesn't have much more supporting players with him, as the midfielders of the opposing team and the defenders are also there. Our number 9 feels so isolated. So he doesn't have enough communication or even enough support with the team. But our white players can support him or even communicate with him. But the disadvantage here is that he feels more of isolated when comparatively to other formations. So that is one disadvantage, and the next disadvantage is the main disadvantage. Now, as you can see, there is more space on the flanks, the midline for the opposition to attack. So whenever they have the ball, they can easily attack on the wider areas of the pitch, and particularly in case of counter attacks for the opposition, will be easily exploited using this formation. So they can easily counter attack. They can move the ball forward. You can run. There will be another players, so they can easily counter attack. They can move and they can score. So like this, easily they can exploit our formation in the cases, particularly in the cases of counter attacks. So when our players are up front, they can easily come forward and they can easily counter attack. So that's it. These are the disadvantages and advantages of this formation. Uh, Whatever I have explained here is based purely on traditional and more strategically they use, I mean, basic formations without any tactics used. All this formation can be used at the highest potential or even at the highest yielding effect by top managers who have uh, very much advancing tactics. So formations and tactics go hand in hand. So I'll maybe discuss about tactics on the future videos that I'll be uploading. So I'm just sharing the knowledge that I have. It may be correct as well as uh, not so sufficient in the case of explaining formations. So if you have any doubts, please comment below. I'll try to find the answers and even answer your questions. I'll definitely try answering your questions. And if you like this video, please give a like to this video and subscribe to this channel. Keep supporting me on my journey. So looking forward to always improving myself. Okay, thank you. Bye.